Robot Dreams came out last year and was up for a number of awards, including Best Animated Feature at the Oscars, with filmgoers and critics alike singing its praises. And they all had one similar note, I noticed. Prepare to cry at the end of this film. Now, that sounded kind of like a challenge, but it was only one of the reasons that I settled in to watch it recently. The other being that it looked, for all the world, like a cheaply made animated TV show. So I couldn't understand how something like this could be ringing everyone's emotional bell so hard. And I wanted to know. And also, did I cry at the end of this film? Well, I'll let you know at the end of this spoiler review. Yes, this is a spoiler review, and most of my videos are spoilers. So take that for what it's worth. First off, though, I thought Robot Dreams was really refreshing on a number of levels. For one, it's a love letter to old New York, the New York that I knew, which was still mostly around when the film is set in the 1980s. When Dog and Robot visit Greenwich Village, you know you're in Greenwich Village. They also visit Central Park, and they eat pizza at a pizza parlor that's modeled on iconic New York pizza parlors. They rent videos from Kim's Video, if you remember that, and they buy books at the Strand bookstore. The Twin Towers are still up, and add to all of this, none of the products in the movie are Greeked, as they say in the business. They eat actual Heinz ketchup, and they drink actual Tropicana orange juice. And all of these little doses of authenticity add up to a feeling of a time and a place that many people have experienced, and it kind of creeps into your brain as a coming-of-age story that feels awfully familiar. And we first meet Dog all alone, playing Pong on his old TV, and watching late-night commercials for random products, also very real-sounding. And one of them has a theme of "Don't be alone tonight." And thankfully, it's not for a 1-900 number of that era, but here it's for a robot friend that you can buy and have for your own. Robot arrives, and Dog assembles him. And in the character of Robot, we have kind of a ready-made proxy for everybody's childhood, for everybody's youth. Everything is new to Robot. Foods, fun, friendship, and even love. Now, while there's no real romantic love going on in the film, the deep emotional connections to another person hold some lessons for all types of love we experience throughout our lives. And the film, again, is, craftier than the animation style might first have you believe. The two have an amazing summer, the first amazing summer, it seems, for each of them. They have magical days that they'll remember forever, skating in the park to Earth, Wind, and Fire on a sunny day, riding the subway, exploring the city. And you know what that kind of feels like at that age. And, well, if you know that feeling, if you remember it, then you kind of know what's coming. Dog takes Robot out to Playland, and I think Rockaway Beach in real life. Here it's called Ocean Beach for some reason, and not everything is precise to real New York here. I've been to an ocean beach in San Francisco, for instance, but never in New York. But nonetheless, the boardwalk, the amusements, the games, and the crowds all ring true. And it's here that, through no fault on anyone's part, Robot rusts from the salt water and can't leave at the end of the day. It's the last day of the beach season, and Dog is forced to leave him behind and can't even get back to rescue him the next day. And how he tries. But soon he realizes his only hope is that he can wait till June 1st to try again. And as with all, young hearts and minds, that length of time, an entire season, brings with it a lot of change. Subtle, shifting changes in our lives and in ourselves. We're kind of set up for a platonic puppy love type of story, summer love, and while Dog remains true, life is bigger than all our best intentions sometimes. The Robot Dreams of the title refers to the dreams that both characters have of reuniting eventually, and just as in life, more and more the fears of growing apart, losing touch with that magical kind of childhood friendship, of becoming mature and suddenly becoming jaded and unsentimental, all begin to creep into their visions of finding each other. And it only makes it all the more heartbreaking when we see that despite everyone's best intentions, it's our own needs that sometimes interrupt the more idealistic stories of our childhoods. Now, Dog has no intention of betraying or forgetting Robot, but through the long winter, he's, still lonely. He's only human. Well, he's Dog, but all great stories are about what it's like to be a human, of course. He's not doing anything bad by dreaming of joining a bowling league, for instance, with a snowman that he meets in one of his dreams. He's not evil because he gets involved flying kites with a woman that he meets, or a duck, and learns how to fish with her on a camping trip that they go on. Nor is she a monster for moving away suddenly from the city without warning, leaving Dog all alone again. What slowly unfolds in Robot Dreams for these, all intents and purposes, adolescent characters is a coming to terms with letting go of our sentimentality, just out of necessity when it's naturally time to move on in life. Now, Dog does everything within his limited skill set to rescue Robot and rescue their friendship. And while stranded at the beach, Robot continuously dreams of getting back to Dog, usually through childish fantasies of the good in other people, of getting help from strangers, which unfortunately gives way to harsh reality, and of experiencing the worst tendencies humanity has to offer sometimes. Meeting other people who only see others, especially strangers, as convenient tools to achieve their own, self-oriented goals. For every good soul out there who has empathy for Robot and his plight, there seem to be two others lurking around the corner who see him as just an object. And to varying degrees, Dog encounters the same roadblocks to finding his own genuine connections. It's this eventual realization that real empathy, real love, in fact, is kind of precious and rare. Rare enough that when events conspire to tear it away and place it elsewhere, you kind of have to let it be, because that's a sad part of maturity and growing up. I kind of love when the two are reunited finally. With all he's been through, Robot is almost unrecognizable. He's been infused with new interests, has new connections, he's been torn down and rebuilt from the ground up, almost literally, and while he still carries a love for Dog, he's actually completely a different person now. They both are. If you're a parent, that's the growing up that you notice summer to summer within your kids. You'll recognize that immediately in the movie if you are. And even if you're not, you'll still feel something because you've probably gone through big, fast changes yourself, and they've affected relationships in your life. And so I'm very upbeat, actually, about the melancholy lessons Robot Dreams holds for younger viewers. At our house, we're dealing with the end of primary schooling and kids going off to different middle schools and friendships essentially being torn apart a bit and rewired elsewhere. And that's doubly hard, I can tell you, when your kid has a summer birthday. But this film, this really beautifully imagined, beautifully philosophical movie, is a gift for all that. And it could go a long way to helping us, specifically, weather the storm of the new school year. I'll let you know how that goes in a live stream maybe sometime. But what about you? What did you take away from Robot Dreams? What did your kids get out of it? Did it bring you back to old New York, if you're from there, from before the Giuliani years? Let me know in the comments. No, I didn't cry at the end of this film, but I know what people are referring to when they say that they did, and you can't be blamed for it if you did. There are several moments in the film that kind of just knock the air out of you and make you think, oh, yeah, that's what people are like sometimes. I'm wondering if you had similar reactions to the film. Please go ahead and become a member of this channel if you'd be so bold. I'd love that. Join the ranks of these fine folks scrolling on the screen right now, or look below to find other ways to support the channel. Until next time, I'm Tom, and I'll see you soon.